So we're coming up to the end of May, which means we're near the end of the first half of 2020. And this first half of 2020 has been like nothing else I've ever seen in my business career. And so between now and the end of 2020, you're all going to need to have a strategy to understand how you're going to help your customers, how you're going to help your customers be successful, and how you're going to help your customers start planning for 2021, because no one knows what 2021 is going to bring. I think we're starting to move into the next phase of COVID and return to our offices and what business is going to look like. And I think as you're doing some of that strategy planning with your accounts and your business, two things have fundamentally changed because of COVID that were already starting to happen but have been accelerated by the last 10 weeks. The first one is how we deal with our customers. We need to start being much more understanding and empathetic with our customers. I've been telling salespeople and sales leaders through the last 10 weeks, when you're talking to your customers right now, you need to be understanding what the three biggest challenges or what are the biggest challenges they've seen with COVID and what it's meant to their business. And hear what they say and write down what they say and start to understand what it is that's going on in their business. And then the next question is, what are those challenges meant? What are those three challenges meant to your business? What's the effect it's had on your business? And then listen to what they tell you and the story that they start to tell you, and write it down and start to understand what does that mean to their business. And then once you have understood that part, then the third question is, now what is it you need to do to manage what's just happened to your business and moving forward into the end of 2020 and moving forward into 2021. And now they'll start to tell you the things that they need to do, the opportunities there are to help them, and where they're trying to take the business through 2020 and starting to figure out what 2021 is going to look like. I think the last part of that then is, once you've accomplished that, you've written it down, you've asked them the questions, you've heard what they've said in their story, is now how do you feed that back to them, either in an email or through a letter, to repeat back exactly what's just happened, and really talking about here's their current situation, here's what it means to their business, here's what you're looking to accomplish to resolve those issues, and here's how some of the ideas we've talked about moving forward. If you're able to do that on a consistent basis with your customers between now and the end of the year, you're going to create enough opportunities to help your company be successful, help yourself be successful, but most importantly, help your customer. Gone are the days when you can show up with a 20-slide PowerPoint presentation and tell them how great you are. Gone are the days where you come in and do all the talking and tell them about all the great things you've done and show them testimonials and everything else before you understand what's going on in their business. So take the time to strategize what's that going to look like between now and the end of the year. And then the second part is around video. Video has changed how we're going to business. I've been doing video for almost 20 years now, and in the last 10 years with video conferences and using it in meetings. And so now, how do you take that and use that in the sales game? More and more sales leaders are asking, and I've talked to, about using Zoom or RingCentral or Microsoft Teams to have meetings with our customers. It means that you can have 5 sales calls in a day instead of getting on 3 airplanes over 3 days or 4 days to go and have those 5 meetings. You're going to be able to be prepared first thing in the morning to get in and have meetings at 7:30 in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, because you don't have to travel. Secondly, you're going to start having competitive sales reps embedding and sending emails as part of their communication with clients after they've sent them their follow-up to a meeting, after they've started working on a proposal, as they're presenting and talking about what the value is that you're bringing to them, is going to be done with video. And so if you're not out practicing and using the camera on your phone, on your laptop, or buying an HD camera and starting to practice doing video, you're probably going to get left behind. Video is not going away. YouTube has been the #1 search engine in social media and in the world right now, as people are trying to figure out what's next. It's going to be the same with salespeople as they start to communicate with their customers. So your strategy for the rest of the year is, what are the plans I need to make and the conversations I need to have with my customers? And what's my strategy going to be using video between now and the end of the year so that I'm on top of the curve when it comes out and I'm using video and I'm comfortable with it? So go away, have some fun with that, play with your video camera, make a fool of yourself, because God knows I've done it enough times over the year. And if you knew how I got to this point even today, you'd laugh at the amount of work and the mistakes I've made getting it to this point. So get out and practice it, and then get out and talk to your customer Ask them what's going on. Find out what's happening in their business. Figure out what they need to accomplish to fix what's happened in their business, and then go away and start working with them to help them be successful between now and the end of the year, and for you to do the same.